NCD Governor clarifies on land title. First National Blue Carbon Policy vital. And Cultural Commission emphasize on culture. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Natasha Rovoy. Thank you for joining us. National Capital District Governor Powes Pakop has called on individuals and groups who want to claim land area in the Faria section of 9 Mile Port Moresby to go to court with NCDC. He said land titles of Faria area is with NCDC and not the Mohai clan.
Governor Pakop made this call after claims were received on landowner issues. Pakop said there are many claims coming in, but NCDC has title over this land.
So they got claim this and that and that and that. You like go to court, you go to court with the NCDC. Moya claim them no title is tablo NCDC now.
He said the government recognized Moya clan as the rightful landowner of that area, and it did consultations which resulted in granting certificate of incorporation to the clan to recognize the boundaries. He added that the Moya clan signed an agreement with NCDC to jointly develop the area, and based on that, the national government issued the title. Governor Pakop elaborated on the conditions set by the national government when it first issued the land title.
You mean like working clear house and national government we give him title long NCDC under one block key condition. Talk them no can capsize him all get a narrow line. Where as president give him all when right law comes down or lands department give him all power or some kind title or comes down or give me blood as a condition.
He said NCDC will not evict settlers, but will incorporate everyone living along that area to develop it to become a properly planned, developed part of the city. He also announced that the NCDC board had approved plans for the development of the Faria area. Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, Governor Pakop has urged Water PNG to step up and perform its mandated responsibilities.
Governor Pakop made this call in consideration of the continuous water outage in the Port Moresby city. Pakop said although water supply is an essential need, many in the city vicinity lack access to it. He said in the past, water supply was under NCDC's responsibility until 1999. Leaders withdrew water responsibility from NCDC and handed it to Edaranu.
Now Edaranu trying best law, reach him out law you mean but no completing mission long and now at the run of Peninsula. That's the responsibility you may give him Ken law. What a PNG. So what a PNG now must rise up long, delivering this basic essential service long all people believe me.
He added that basic needs must be delivered to the people so everyone can help build this nation.
Water, shelter, food, income, energy, and basic something. People believe me, same. Him all crap in this country, one go.
Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
The first National Blue Carbon Policy will play a key role in mitigating climate change and adaptation in Papua New Guinea. Acting Managing Director Deborah Sungi stressed on this during the final consultation of the Blue Carbon Policy.
According to the United Nations Development Programme, Papua New Guinea is a crucial player in climate change mitigation due to its rich biodiversity and potential to reduce emissions through forest management and sustainable development. The Acting Managing Director for Climate Change and Development Authority, Deborah Sungi, also made this known during the final consultation workshop of the Blue Carbon Policy. However, she said the carbon ecosystems faces numerous challenges in terms of development and overexploitation.
This critical gap puts us in a position where we have, as the national government, really have to drive a national policy for us to address those challenges and the gaps that we face.
Blue Carbon Policy aims to protect and restore mangroves, seagrasses and salt marshes, which are vital for climate change mitigation and adaptation.
We are a bigger island in the Pacific, and this policy plays a very key role in terms of us as the government and also together with the partners in terms of managing biodiversity and protecting our soils as well.
Ms. Sungi said the policy will give them clear direction to manage the biodiversity and protecting the resources. The policy is being developed through a collaborative effort involving government agencies, NGOs, and community stakeholders. Deborah Sungi noted that ideas from local communities must be captured in the policy before finalizing it.
It's very important as well to reflect the voices of our local communities in this policy as we are working towards finalizing it.
Louis Maingo, National EMTV News.
The National St. John Ambulance Council officially opened a new ambulance station recently in Leh of Morobe Province. This major infrastructure is made possible through the PNG Australia Policing Partnership.
The initiative aims to address long-standing infrastructure challenges by replacing facilities and introducing modular buildings designed to support emergency ambulance operations in Morobe Province. The updated station combines new infrastructure with renovated existing structures, equipped with modern utilities and improved security features. The upgraded facility enhances crew safety, operational readiness, and the quality of care delivered to the community. Chief Executive Matthew Cannon said the Leh Ambulance Station is the second busiest within the National St. John Ambulance Service Network. He said it plays a vital role in emergency response for Leh and the surrounding districts in Morobe Province. Morobe Provincial Health Authority Chief Executive Officer Dr. Kipas Binga acknowledged the St. John Ambulance for being a valued partner. He said he is looking forward to more continued collaborations to strengthen health systems. PNG Australia Policing Partnership Assistant Commissioner Jamie Strauss stated that he is impressed with the work of National St. John Ambulance is doing in Leh. He added that it is through the partnership with the National St. John Ambulance they can assist the communities. Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
The arrival of 3 Filipino nurses recently makes the total overseas nurses recruited for the Enga Referral Hospital to 13, including the 10 nurses who arrived several weeks ago from the Philippines. Enga Provincial Health Authority Chief Executive Officer Dr. Vincent Piacalia mentioned that Enga Provincial Health Authority is planning to additionally recruit 15 more nurses plus 9 doctors from the Philippines and a biomedical engineer from India. He enlightened that the Enga Provincial Health Authority will continue to do further recruitment of non-citizen workforce to complement local talent from within the country. A one-week mental health training workshop was successfully conducted at the Huon Gulf Motel in Leh recently.
The workshop focused on critical topics such as mental health, counseling, suicide prevention, trauma, and the human brain. It was facilitated by experts from the Can Miller Institute in Australia, Dr. Randro Viorino and Dr. Catherine Von Trevor. Participants included representatives from key government departments, NGOs, and community-based organizations. Director of Operations at Family PNG, Delwin Adau, expressed gratitude to the facilitators for their expertise and to the participating development partners for their commitment. She said this workshop has equipped them with essential tools and knowledge to better serve the individuals who seek help for the organizations.
Dao added that it is now the responsibility to apply what they have learned in their respective workspaces. This training marks an important step in enhancing local capacity in mental health support and trauma-informed care. Nicole Rama, National EMTV News.
The National Capital District Provincial Health Authority and Gerahu General Hospital have officially launched the Continuum Medical Education Training Program.
The training was intended to upskill medical practitioners while in the field. Reason being that the medical world is swiftly changing, presenting new challenges. The training intends to enhance the ability of staff to perform to the standard. This was expressed by experienced medical officer Dr. Esther Gabut, who said medical education is vital for all and continuous development is vital in the field. The Director for Curative Health Services, Dr. Michael Dokup, said that new changes are coming in every day and we need to have our staff to be on top of their skills. NCD Provincial Health Authority CEO Dr. Robin Oge officially launched the CME program to commence as scheduled. He said the training will continue as long as NCD PAJ exists. Nicole Rama, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Chicken kebab saja ya? Yum!
This stuff, right?
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you,
Yum!
stir fry for you, and chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Are you tired of standing in those long lines to get your jackpot tickets? Guess what? You never have to with Telecom USSD jackpot ticket purchase. Simply dial *321#, follow the prompts, and you are set for your jackpot draw. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Telecom PNG, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennell, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
For the delicious tasty taste of tuna, try Blue Sea Tuna. It comes in one delicious flavor, the Blue Sea Tuna in natural oil. Now available in the brand new family meal 170-gram pack. And the taste, delicious and tasty. And the price is just so affordable. They're available at all good stores. So there you have it. For the delicious tasty taste of tuna, try Blue Sea Tuna. Buy some today.
Whoa, 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 vocal fusion. Sing it, girl. Whoa, 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 whoa. Are you ready?
You're watching National EMTV News. The Deputy Board Chairman of the National Cultural Commission, Professor Leo Marai, says the government must view culture as a main player in the development agendas of Papua New Guinea.
Professor Leo Murray said culture is an important element in the country's preamble, however, has not been given enough prominence.
After 50 years, the government should now reflect back and see culture as a main player, not on the outside land. Now, because we celebrate in the next couple of months, and now you see requests are coming in for culture people to come in and get involved. But after that, what happens? We go back to our own space.
He said the Pass in Place policy 2025 to 2035 will convince the government to view culture as a springboard to PNG's other development agendas. Meanwhile, the executive manager of West New Britain Division of Culture and Tourism, Harold Rowers, said influence from the Western world is killing PNG's culture.
Culture is actually dying from a provincial perspective, and it is gradually dying because of the influx and influence of the Western society and the boombox generation.
Mr. Rowers said the validation stakeholders workshop hosted by NCC to validate the Pass in Place policy 2025 to 2035 is a milestone that will set the foundation to protect and preserve PNG cultures.
I want to die an happy man. I want to leave this place an happy man, to set a legacy of our future generation with this milestone. From the perspective, from the provincial perspective, we want this done urgently, and we want the government to actually look into this to make sure it is a working document, it's a workable document, and we will actually implement it down the provincial level.
Prime Minister James Marape has called on all fathers to take full responsibility when it comes to raising their kids.
Marape made this call after statistics presented to the Permanent Parliamentary Committee on Children and Youth showed that about 43% of the country's population are under the age of 18. He said fathers who practice polygamy have the customary right, but they must take full responsibility of the children.
Government, talk, you can't begin. Number one, work, papa, long country, mama.
Marape said family management starts at a foundation level when one takes ownership of their kids. He had structures of governments to be structured and well prepared to embrace child victims who are neglected in societies. The Prime Minister also called on the three levels of government to work together to protect the future of the children in the coming years.
I commit to look after all children of our country. That is a just duty to the God that has given us life. We must protect the lives of our country is coming on.
Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
As the Somare Institute of Leadership and Governance prepares to transition into a public service university, its CEO, Michael Barobe, reiterated that this huge step will need more government support.
During the recent stakeholders workshop for Somare Institute of Leadership and Governance, Mr. Michael Barobe said the government wants CLRC to transit into a university by 2027. However, given the time frame, it will be challenging for them unless the government put enough funding into this project. Barobe said CLRC is ready to work and deliver the specialized public service university that will align with the government's medium-term development plan unless they are properly supported.
Government need to fund if they want the university. We can move the things when the resources are not there. Yeah, we are willing to work. But if the resources are not given to us, if the resources are not supported, how can we move?
Barobe said the new Advanced Diploma in Leadership and Management course was an initiative that were taken by CLRC alone. He said without government assistance, they have developed the program, spending almost 500,000 kina.
CLRC took each initiative to develop this course done by people in this room. And it's homegrown. It's homegrown. And we have spent at least about 500,000 just to develop that course.
Now, as CLRC is transiting into a university, along with their stakeholders, they are developing 2 new degree programs for public servants. Mr. Barobes said these two new courses will target the diploma and certificate program holders in the workplace.
And those are the ones who will be undergoing the degree program, as well as training young new public servants from here to be part of the districts and provinces of the country that we have. So that will come through a grade 12, through our qualification framework or the pathway that we have up to degree program. That's where we are looking into.
Louis Maingu, National EMTV News.
The Constitutional and Law Reform Commission staff and management underwent a 3-day in-house training recently, focused on writing and research skills. The training was facilitated by CLRC Commissioner Dr. Dora Ayus.
Dr. Hayus, a lecturer at the University of Papua New Guinea's School of Humanities and Social Sciences, emphasized on the importance on having such training. She elaborated the training captures the idea of enhancing development of CLRC publications, including issues papers, discussion papers, terms of reference, and comprehensive reports. The training introduces advanced methodologies and fresh perspectives to enhance critical writing strategies, enabling officers to produce reliable and credible reports. With CLRC's mandate of reviewing and reforming Papua New Guinea's constitution and offering high-level legal advice to the national government, this training allows for it to accurately capture and reflect public views in its recommendations to the National Executive Council. CLRC Secretary Dr. Mangia Matui said the training provides guidance that aligns directly with the responsibilities of all officers. Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
The Our Party prepares to lead with the mandate of Nick Kamuti as the candidate for Usino Bundi electorate in Madang Province.
Usino Bundi remains at an elementary stage, requiring decisive leadership to unlock its potential and propel it to the next level. This was expressed by our party leader and member for Finchafen Rainbow Paita, who urged the locals to vote the right leaders.
You must know see na makim leader blue. Where you feel must have very blue. Suppose you are Bruce. And now say Mr. Making sorry na me talk. Before me blow pizza and me blow no road long place. So me blow stop some elementary sumatin and also sumatin siran elementary. Must be in a lay. All stop grade 12 or university.
He said the right leaders will also receive the support of other districts.
Me like you road long Bundi. Yandera mind must open. Yes, give him long M. Now I but give him long M. Minimum but give him long M. Samurai Muru but give him long M. Okay, the member in law party but give him M. And want to talk money a long time 50 years and start to tax. Carry him come out.
Malinta Yopolo, National EMTV News.
A newly established community health workers training school situated in Stroller Bay in Rikos district recently received a 500,000 kina check from the Madang provincial government.
The check worth 500,000 kina was presented to the founder of the school, Eric Sabai, by the governor for Madang province, Ramsey Pariwa. The governor thanks Sabai for his perseverance and determination to establishing such an important facility to train students to become frontline healthcare providers. Governor Pariwa said health is an essential service that is beneficial to human life, and the sector deserves support from the provincial government. The ELAG Community Health Workers Training School currently hosts over 50 students who are from Simba in the Middle Ramo district. These students are sponsored by the local member for Middle Ramu and Assistant Speaker of Parliament, Council Hawaii Kamdaru. The school also has a number of students who are from West New Britain and the autonomous region of Bougainville. Nicole Rama, National EMTV News.
Orbit's Elevator PNG has changed their name to JD Elevator PNG after a decade of operating under that brand in Papua New Guinea. The company made this announcement recently.
Orbit's Elevators, now known as JD Elevator PNG, is a 100% Australian-owned elevator company specializing in the supply, installation, maintenance, repair and modernization of elevators and escalators. The rebranding announcement was made on the 30th of May by the country manager, Raymond Guy.
We've moved from Orbits, the name that John first created, and we're moving into the next phase of JD Elevators, which essentially takes all the attributes of Orbits with it, along with the drive and enthusiasm to grow, create, exceed, and make sure that quality becomes the number one paramount of our business from start to finish.
Mr. Guy said the name change is only an enhancement of what Orbit has created from the start. However, he said the business will be decidedly different over the next 5 years. As it grows, they welcome new clients and people to the fold.
We've had a mission from day one, particularly in PNG, to offer a real-time solution, and by doing that, that meant that we wanted to offer opportunities to nationals. The only way you can get a decent result is you train them.
In saying that, Mr. Guy commended the Papua New Guineans technicians with a compliment.
You know, they work, really quite hard. And I'll give you the best compliment I'll ever give to anyone in PNG. When our New Zealand arm was struggling to put lifts in, we sent PNG technicians to New Zealand to teach them how to do it properly.
Louis Maingu, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Tell him shorty come get in it. Come grind on me, but met it. Mommy get loose, get loose, get loose. Pepsi in my hand, ice cold, no excuse. I tell him who's gonna bring that groove down. Pepsi with the fresh sound. Tell him who's gonna bring that groove down. Pepsi with that fresh sound. Pepsi, give me some Pepsi bottle. Pepsi, you like it? Pepsi, you like it? Pepsi bottle.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
For the delicious tasty taste of tuna, try Blue Sea Tuna. It comes in one delicious flavor, the Blue Sea Tuna in natural oil. Now available in the brand new Family Meal 170-gram pack. And the taste, delicious and tasty. And the price is just so affordable. They're available at all good stores. So there you have it. For the delicious tasty taste of tuna, try Blue Sea Tuna. Buy some today.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
Join us for MTV's Vocal Fusion Season 12. Experience an electrifying display of pure talent, jaw-dropping performances, and unforgettable highlights from day one of the auditions. With only 24 golden tickets available, the judges face tough decisions as they search for contestants who truly have what it takes. Join us tonight at 7:30 p.m. MTV's Vocal Fusion Season 12. Only on your number one to watch, MTV.
I'm Martha, and each week on Kai Time, we'll introduce you to local food businesses showcasing their delicious dishes. Plus, you will discover how to make tasty and affordable meals using ingredients from your local markets. Tune in to Kai Time every Wednesday at 7 p.m. right here on your number one to watch, MTV.
You're watching National MTV News, and now moving to overseas news. European allies believe Russia is sabotaging underwater cables.
Drone creates a visual database of what lies underneath the surface.
The bottom, 20 meters.
Divers are also being sent down to inspect the seabed.
NATO has to adapt to to the evolving geopolitical situation in the world. Since the presence of the increased presence of NATO in this region, we did not have any accidents occurring in this particular region.
Last month, the Estonian Navy tried to stop a suspected shadow ship bound for a Russian port.
This is Estonian warship Papa 6732. Your request will be denied.
But it was met with a Russian fighter jet.
They entered the NATO airspace. This is serious. So they were showing they intend to use this force. And for Europe, of course, we have to do more.
Lithuania's Foreign Minister Kęstutis Budrys has no doubt of Russia's intent in the region and is highly critical of the West's response.
And this reckless use of hundreds of vessels for the purpose just to fuel the war machine of Russia, it puts us in the explosive mix, and we have to control all of it.
Do you think that Europe is on the verge of a broader war with Russia?
Russia is preparing itself for years for the long-term confrontation and conflict with the West. If we are weak, if we are not resilient, and if we are not resolute, it means that we are increasing the opportunities for Russia to use the capabilities for the intent.
Intent and sabotage, some fear, could spark a broader European conflict.
Disability advocates are calling on the Victorian government to increase accessibility on Melbourne's train network. The state government has fallen 3 years short of national standard, but says it's making ground with some new investments.
Travelling to the city is a long journey for totally blind university student Lily Kaskin.
I don't know where the edge of the platform is, so at the moment I'm walking 30 minutes to the next station along Darebin.
Her local train station in Melbourne's northeast doesn't have raised bars and dots, known as tactile ground surface indicators, lining the platforms.
I find it really sad that there's so many stations that I can't feel safe at.
After a number of requests, the state government recently committed to funding tactiles here. But disability advocates say a lack of accessibility remains a common issue across the network.
You do kind of feel secluded.
Andrew Bretherton struggles at Windsor Station in the city's southeast, which has steep ramps that don't meet national standards.
This is like a basic necessity, but it doesn't surprise me because so little thought is given to our community.
Across the network, 1/3 of stations don't offer independent access. Just under half are without paths wide enough for wheelchair users. Over 100 don't have accessible toilets, and dozens are missing tactile edges, leaving the state 3 years behind nationally legislated targets at train stations.
These are challenging requirements to meet, but they are important standards. We're all dealing with very similar challenges in terms of legacy networks that were often built a long time ago.
We want the public to use the transport system, not just the able-bodied public, but people with disabilities too.
Military aircraft and helicopters are being deployed to evacuate people in the Canadian province of Manitoba from more than 180 fast-moving wildfires.
Thousands of people have been forced to leave their homes across Western Canada in hot and dry conditions. Canadian officials have asked for international help, with much of the country now deemed at extreme risk of wildfires.
Globally, farmers are facing pressures to reduce the use of synthetic nitrogen fertilizers. While in Australia, a research student may have found a more environmentally friendly alternative in soil microbes from his home country of India.
In 2022, the Rigneys hired Hiran Badani, an Indian agriculture graduate doing a master's degree.
I was a uni student, so I just was working inside the dairy for 3-4 days and then again went to uni for my study.
We thought Hiran was going to be the next Sachin Tendulkar. And little did we know that we were going to get a top-notch soil biologist. It was one day while he was actually doing a bit of bowling practice over the accommodation, I was filling up my sprayer, and we just had a bit of a yarn about the cricket, and with that conversation came the whole thing about microbes, and it led to a discussion about the pasture, and that's pretty much how the whole thing eventuated.
The whole thing was a pasture trial. Hiran's soil microbiology studies made him curious to see if microbes could boost soil health and pasture production.
When you think about microbes, is there a whole world under there that you're only just starting to understand?
Yeah, it's like millions of microbes in just 1 milligram of soil, but out of that millions microbe, we have only few species, which is very important for the soil. And me and George are working on those kind of species.
The 4 microbes being trialled have long names. They're from an Indian manufacturer, Hiran says, is subsidised by the government to produce climate-friendly products for farmers.
So that's fully concentrate, so we need just 1 litre for a 1 hectare.
George gave this 50-hectare paddock to Hiran to run 4 trials, combining microbes and varying rates of urea. In one, urea was cut by a quarter.
It was amazing. Soil results was very good.
It's 3 tonnes of extra growth that we can harvest with the cows, and it's 25% less urea.
National MTV News continues after the break with Chukai Sports. Stay with us.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favourite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods. You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You be holy man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
Motor, Pepsi bottle. Tell them shorty come get it. Come grind on me, but me mommy get
EMTV proudly wishes Papua New Guinea a happy 50th anniversary.
Join me every Thursday night as Sports Scene brings to you all the local and international sporting updates. Revisiting our legendary athletes, highlighting our local sports developments across the nation.
All eyes on Auckland. Now an NRL team based here.
To create a pathway.
And our talented rising stars.
Hi, my name is Gemma Schnobel and you're watching
all the younger ones will follow.
Sports Scene, Thursday nights at 7 p.m. only on your number one to watch, MTV.
Tukai Sports.
Welcome to Tukai Sports. The Port Moresby Soccer Association has kicked off its proper season today.
Speaking to Tukai Sports today, competitions coordinator Peter Matthew gave an update on the competition.
As you can see today, I'm first weekend blow proper season blow mipla, which mipla got about another say maybe 10 to 11 weekends before we mipla conclude my first round blow proper season and mipla go inside again lo second round blow competition blow mipla.
He also elaborated on the number of teams participating in the competition.
Inside the Premier League division, which is our flagship division foundation law association and Premier League, so we got exactly 10 teams competing inside this division. Come down to Division 1, we play got about 13 teams. So you got changes from last year where we been got 10 teams, but due to some teams meeting requirements now withdrawal blow some teams this season, we have to push the Division 2 teams ikamantap lo occupying this space lo Division 1, which now we look at we got 13 teams taking part lo Division 1. Lo Division 2 I've got about 12 teams taking part, and then lo under 19 I'm 11 team. Now all women's division I got 14 teams.
Jonathan Sibona, Tukai Sports.
PS Roots women's soccer team bagged their first win against FC Genesis in the opener match of the proper season.
PS Roots team managed to score the only goal in the first half to win the match. Despite having proper training, team captain Loylin Corey said the team executed their game plan well.
Lo mipla PS Roots santo all girls pempla. Mipla no training through pre-season camp. Proper season I'm just training 1 week. Nampla camp la team sembla masih give best pempla because I'm first play game bro. Proper season. So yeah, all girls pempla give best bro. La mipla play. Namipla wins the game today.
She said the team will improve their mistakes and do better in the upcoming match.
Bami talk lo side lo. Mipla mas strong in mi play at lo side lo physical side lo mipla. Mipla mas cut down something so mipla can ready lo come up fit lo play more get a games lo mipla. Mi talk thank you lo coach lo mipla management lo mipla lo supporting mipla. Coach lo mipla tua haro tu. Lo big plus support belum lo mipla lo disla lo precision belum pla kam lo proposition belum pla nawa.
Jonathan Sibona, Tukai Sports.
The Moniplus Port Moresby AFL continues round 1 competition at Coles Oval today.
Kicking off the week 2 of the competitions today, Games Manager Rex Lecker gave insights.
We are into the Port AFL game 2 of round 1. As you can see behind us, this is the second women's game between Skyros and Lamana Dockers. Skyros is a new team that has come into the competition. We had another new team yesterday in the Taikone Hawks. Was coming back into the season after 29 25 years, been off the season. So Pom AFL has welcomed them back on board.
Leka also gave an update on the competition, including outside centres.
To next year, there will be another increase of teams in both the men's and the women's divisions here in Port Moresby. And looking around the country, we've got the lake competition is also on. We also have Kimbe AFL, which at the moment is currently doing maintenance on the at the Sam Muthuvel Stadium. There's another Hoskins Lolovulai Association, which is into its, I think, third or fourth round now this weekend. And yes, there'll be. It's been a good awareness going out there in the small centres of around Papua New Guinea to run a game of AFL within the country.
Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
Today saw an intense match between the SP-PNG Hunters and the Northern Pride at the Santos National Football Stadium in Port Moresby.
The SP Hunters secured a hard-fought 20-16 win over the Northern Pride today in the round 11 clash of the Host Plus Cup. Despite a slow start in the first half, scoring 2 tries to 1, the Hunters regrouped to maintain lead in the second half. The Pride fought back late, but the Hunters held firm in the dying minutes to seal the win in front of the home crowd. Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Chicken kebab saja ya? Yum. This different.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Are you tired of standing in those long lines to get your jackpot tickets? Guess what? You never have to with Telecom USSD jackpot ticket purchase. Simply dial *321#, follow the prompts, and you are set for your jackpot draw. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Telecom PNG, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
We measure the competency of a child. And we all know that children, each individual is different.
Join us Monday night at 7 as we feature discussions on the government's plan to phase out grade 8 and 10 examinations.
Are we really ready to implement the policy? Because if you want to just pursue the interest of achieving leaving no child behind, then definitely we're going to compromise the quality part of it.
That's on Monday night.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Join us weekly on MTV News, A Closer Look, the current affairs program that brings you insight for the latest on education, health,
Healing to all the residents.
business,
Peer launch its VPN.
politics,
To infiltrate into our systems.
sports, and more.
As we observe the preparations for the women's.
A Closer Look, Sunday at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, MTV.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennau, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started.
Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Chukai Sports. And now moving to overseas sports in NRL, the Brisbane Broncos have dropped out of the NRL's top 8 following a 34-6 loss to the Manly Seagulls at Brookvale Oval.
Clayton Faulalo and Hamoli Olakawatu both scored doubles as the Sea Eagles moved up to 7th on the competition ladder. It's a 4th straight defeat for the Broncos, who slipped to 11th. In Townsville, the North Queensland Cowboys held off a fast-finishing West Tigers to claim a 32-28 victory.
Adelaide has consolidated its spot in AFL's top 4 with 90 points demolition of Sydney Swans at the SCG.
The Crows dominated the first half, going to the break with a 65-point lead before going on to win 21-5, 131 to 5-11-41. The result leaves the Swans' finals hopes in jeopardy with just 4 wins from 12 games. And Giants veteran Callan Ward may have played his last game after suffering a potential career-ending knee injury. Despite coming off the first quarter against Richmond and reduced to tears, the 35-year-old addressed his teammates on crutches at three-quarter time, with GWS trailing by 28 points. That inspired a 3-point win as the Giants moved to 7th.
Melbourne City has been crowned under the A-League men's champions for a second time after a 1-0 triumph over Melbourne Victory.
It's the first ever Melbourne Derby Grand Final. Jonathan Cohen scored the decisive goal in the 10th minute in front of a sold-out record crowd of almost 30,000. Veteran Socceroo Matthew Leckie claimed the Joe Marsden medal for the best player on ground.
And that ends Chukai Sports. The Morning Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Chukai Sports. Chukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
For the delicious tasty taste of tuna, try Blue Sea Tuna. It comes in one delicious flavor, the Blue Sea Tuna in natural oil. Now available in the brand new Family Meal 170-gram pack. And the taste, delicious and tasty. And the price is just so affordable. They're available at all good stores. So there you have it. For the delicious tasty taste of tuna, try Blue Sea Tuna. Buy some today.
Join us for MTV's Vocal Fusion Season 12. Experience an electrifying display of pure talent, jaw-dropping performances, and unforgettable highlights from day one of the auditions. With only 24 golden tickets available, the judges face tough decisions as they search for contestants who truly have what it takes. Join us tonight at 7:30 p.m. MTV's Vocal Fusion Season 12. Only on your number one to watch, MTV.
I'm Martha, and each week on Kai Time, we'll introduce you to local food businesses showcasing their delicious dishes. Plus, you will discover how to make tasty and affordable meals using ingredients from your local markets.
into Kai Time every Wednesday at 7 p.m. right here on your number one to watch, MTV.
MTV proudly wishes Papua New Guinea a happy 50th anniversary.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You need holy man to walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
And now looking at the Money Plus weather report for the next 24 hours. In the southern region, Port Moresby City partly cloudy with chances of brief showers. Daru cloudy periods with few showers and possible thunderstorms. Kerema partly cloudy with few showers. Alotau cloudy periods with few rain showers and possible thunderstorm. And Popondetta partly cloudy with chances of few showers. In the Momase region, Ley City partly cloudy with possible few showers and thunderstorms. Madang cloudy periods, then possible brief showers. Wewak partly cloudy with few showers and possible thunderstorm. And Vanimo cloudy periods with few showers and possible thunderstorm. In the New Guinea Islands region, Lorengau cloudy periods with few rain showers and possible thunderstorm. KVN cloudy periods with few showers and possible thunderstorms. Kokopo and Rabaul cloudy periods with some showers and possible thunderstorms. Kimbe cloudy periods with few showers and possible thunderstorms. And Buka partly cloudy with few showers and possible thunderstorms. In the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City partly cloudy with few showers and possible thunderstorms. Goroka, Barnes and Kundiawa partly cloudy with few showers and possible thunderstorms. And Mendi, Tari and Wabek cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorm. Now looking at small ships forecast, waters of southern PNG Indonesian border to Daru to Kiwai Island seas 1 to 2.5 meters. Waters of Kiwai Island to Kerema to Yule Island to Hood Point to Samarai Islands seas 0.5 to 2 meters. Waters of north of Cape Vogel to Hoenn Gulf to Fincher Fan seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. Waters of Fincher Fan and CLRC Island to Long Island to Madang to Wewak to Vanimo and northern PNG Indonesian border seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. Waters of Long Island to Madang to Wewak to Vanimo and northern PNG Indonesian border seas 1 to 2 meters. Waters of Manus and its western group of islands seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. Waters of West New Britain seas 0.5 to 1 meters. And waters of East New Britain, New Ireland and Bougainville seas 0.5 to 1 meters. Now looking at ocean forecast, Coral Sea sees moderate to rather rough, east to southeast winds of 15 to 25 knots. Solomon Sea sees smooth to slight, east to southeast winds of 5 to 15 knots. Bismarck Sea sees slight east to southeast winds of 5 to 15 knots, and Pacific Ocean sees smooth east to northeast winds of 5 to 10 knots.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Sunday, the 1st of June, 2025. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.